The only people who would watch King's Daily Highlights are people who already watch King's Daily Highlights. Nobody else is gonna like be searching King's Daily Highlights in like the search bar looking for me. Or nobody's gonna see me on the sidebar uploading King's Daily Highlights. Nobody gives a crap about King except for the people who already give a crap about King. You know? TFT just released a mobile PogChamp. It did. So I was playing a little bit of TFT last night. I don't know if it was the best use of my time, but it was definitely a fun use of my time, dude. TFT is fun. TFT is a good time. So before I started making Valorant videos, I was making TFT videos, actually. And I made like 5 or 6 of these guys. I was going to be a TFT content creator. But what I started to realize is during set 2 particularly, because I didn't really talk about it in set 1. I was just starting out in set 2. The game just felt really boring to me. Like I hit platinum. I almost hit diamond. I think I hit platinum 1 or something. And I was just like, dude, I don't know if I enjoy this because the meta was the same exact thing. I was playing during the rush level 8 meta, and then you would buy Singed and you would buy Zed and you would win. That was literally it. And you would plan everything up until there with your items and everything. You would pick up a Guardian Angel. You would pick up the Light if you could. You would pick up Resurrect. You would pick up Warmogs, Phantom Dancer. And you would just try to pick up whatever item you could and throw it on Zed. And then you just throw him into the ring. You just chuck him in. And you're like, Zed, go kill everybody. And he would. And like this was like literally the entire meta. I tried to do other builds. They did not work against this. The only thing that would win at the time that I was playing was Zed Singed. And I got so freaking tired of playing Zed Singed. So I think I made like 3 videos just being like, please, can you change this? And then they changed it after I stopped playing. I got so bored of TFT. I moved on to League. I moved on to something else. This is when I was feeling things out. So what I started doing when I first started like trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about for my YouTube videos, first I got into the habit of making YouTube videos. I think that's the number one thing you could do if you're a streamer, you're looking to do something. Get into the habit of making any sort of YouTube content. Then when I was feeling it out, I was like, okay, well, let's talk about Valorant today. I'm excited for Valorant. And I mentioned Valorant in a video. I uploaded a Valorant video. I got like 300 views as compared to like my other videos, which got like 20, right? And I was just like, well, that's interesting. Like people like looking for information on Project A was what I was calling it at the time, actually. And I was just like, okay, well, let's try it again. So let's make another Project A video. Uploaded another one. I was like, oh man, this one got like 300 views as well. So I was just like, let's start talking about it more. So I started talking about it like just a little bit, and I did it for like a week. And I was like, well, let's like 7 videos on a trailer. And you know what? This is like maybe this is my superhero moment or like my super villain moment. I don't know. I was part of the Valorant Pro Discord, right? Pretty early on, and I was just kind of like browsing through there, and I saw somebody post one of my videos in there, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like somebody just like comment. I never said a word in the Discord. Somebody just like posted my video. I was like, that's pretty neat. And then somebody commented, I hate that guy. And I was just like, whoa, what did I do to this guy? I don't know what I did. And Bidix, love Bidix, by the way. I think that we've like disagreed on some things in the past, but like he says he's all right. I was like, thank you. Somebody's defending me, and I just saw like these people, 2 people being like, no, I just like he's annoying. He's just clickbait. He's milking everything, and I was just like, well, I think that I'm doing a little bit. Like, I think that I'm providing at least some sort of value here, right? And then I think I ended up chiming in a little bit later, and people started making fun of me, and I was just like, man, dude, like I was literally in a call with a couple of other creators and just like people who are excited for the game, and they were like, hey man, you need to stop. You've made like 7 to 10 videos on the game. You need to stop. We have a 3-minute trailer, and that's my moment when I was like, dude, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm going to do a video every single day up until release for the game. And like, so that was the moment where I do everything. I don't do everything. I do a lot of things in spite. If you're gonna tell me that I can't do something or that like you don't like it when I do something, if you ping me in League of Legends when I am hitting a turret, I will promise you I will stop hitting that turret. I will run away. If you ping me to back off when I am currently backing off, I am going to suicide straight into the enemy team. I swear, do not tell me to do something that I am currently do not tell me what to do. Don't do it. I've grown a little bit, but like that was like that's just like part of me. I'm just like, oh man, I hate it when people try to tell me what to do. Don't try to tell me what to do. I use it as more of a driving factor. Don't do it like toxic. in a toxic way. Don't do it in a negative way. But like, if you could take negative like things that people say and you could twist them into a positive for yourself, absolutely do that every single time. Every single time. I think that most of the people who hate on things, most of the people who see somebody doing something and it upsets them, especially something harmless like that. You know, like I'm just making videos. I was literally just trying to talk about a game that people wanted to hear more things on, right? People were looking for more information on the game, and there was no more information. But at least I was providing discussion. That's what I was trying to do, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the people who look down on it, I think that they're generally they have their own kind of spite. You know, they look at it and they're just like, dude, like people are enjoying this guy's content. People are watching this guy and they're not watching me. And I think that's where people get are really upset over these things, right? Especially if streamers. If people are like, this streamer provides no value, like why do people watch this guy? Generally, it's because people do not watch them, and they get upset over it. That person is what they want to be. Your demographic is definitely the people starved for Valorant content. I think so too. I mean, like that's all I can target right now, right? Just people looking for Valorant content. Which is kind of a problem a little bit in its own right. Because like I can upload a video and I get like 500, 600, 700 views. And like I'll get like 2 subs for it. I'm just like, yeah, it would be really cool if you could post content for an entirely new crowd every single time. But that's not always possible, right? A lot of the times people don't realize this, but when you upload to YouTube, like 50% of your audience is generally people subscribe to you, and like the other 50%, a lot of the times is people not subscribed to you. That's how you want it. You don't want your audience to be the people that are already watching your content all the time, right? You don't want the majority to be that. You want the majority to be new people, because that's how you're gonna grow, right? You can stream to the same 20 people every day on Twitch, but like imagine if you stream to a new 20 people every day on Twitch. That would be crazy. You'll get new people following you. Then like the same old people will come back, but then like you'll get the newer people who are coming in still. That's what you really want. Obviously, like that doesn't downplay. Watch my videos, but like that's like the dream. You want to still be able to grow while you're uploading the content as well. I think it would be bad. That's why a lot of the people who don't make discoverable content or they don't make searchable stuff, they'll title their videos stuff like King's Daily Highlights is a series that I used to do. I'll make fun of myself here. It's called King's Daily Highlights. The only people who would watch King's Daily Highlights are people who already watch King's Daily Highlights. Nobody else is gonna like be searching King's Daily Highlights in like the search bar looking for me. Or nobody's gonna see me on the sidebar uploading King's Daily Highlights. Nobody gives a crap about King except for the people who already give a crap about King. You know, that's the problem that a lot of people run into. If you're going to upload videos on YouTube, avoid those titles. They're not gonna help you. I've done it. I've tested it for you. I've done the groundwork for you. For your channel. Do not title videos stuff like that. Instead, what you can do is you could take something like King's Daily Highlights, go into it, find a funny moment in it, maybe just do the quote or something like that. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. I think what I'm saying is making a little bit of sense, but I feel like there's a better comparison here. Maybe people looking for LeBron highlights would find it. Yeah, if people are looking for LeBron highlights, if you were LeBron James, people are going to be searching for you. People care about who LeBron is, or they know who LeBron is. There's a way for LeBron's name to get around. There's not a way for my name to get around unless I'm doing something actually interesting, right? What I remember Shroud used to do in PUBG. I mean, Shroud's massive, right? Shroud was already big. He already had a name for himself. But what Shroud would do is he would hold like a 30-second discussion in his video, right? Not saying this is the best way. I think this is particularly annoying, but it works, right? He would hold like a 30-second discussion. It would be like, Shroud talks about Valorant. You know, I think he still does this. Shroud talks about Valorant, the new Valorant release. People are searching for the new Valorant release, and then they see like something like this, where it's like, oh, this guy's talking about it. He talks about it for like the first 30 seconds of the video, and then it's his highlights. That's all it is. It's like, oh man, he did something interesting, something searchable in that video. And he made it the headliner. He made it the focus of it. But he actually just tricked you into watching a highlight reel of his YouTube or of his Twitch. Which obviously, like, it's not 100% like the best way to market it. But like, if you are making daily highlights, this is the only way to get them discovered. Nobody cares otherwise, right? You gotta kind of twist it a little bit. You gotta figure out how you can brand it where people will be interested in watching it. Yeah, he still does it. Yeah. And people love Shroud. I don't know. I'll watch a Shroud video every now and then, but a lot of the times when you watch one of those videos, you're not watching Shroud talk about Valorant. Well, you're watching it for like 30 seconds, but you're watching a highlight reel. That's all you're doing. What I thought was really interesting is that there's a lot of news channels. So somebody like Scarce, for example, right? If you guys know who Scarce is, I like Scarce videos a lot too. I'm not bagging on Scarce. but he'll upload a video and he'll be like, Twitch streamer with Tourette's gets a lot of hate on stream or something. People are very supportive of Sweet Anita right now, by the way. I like Sweet Anita too. I think that she's really cool. It's really inspiring on what she does. But like when it first came out, it was like, dude, this girl's like, she said something that should have gotten her banned off Twitch, and then people were like, she actually has Tourette's, and it's like, dude, that's weird. That caught us off guard. And Scarce makes a video on this, right? And he's like, that's what he says. It's about Sweet Anita or whatever, right? But then you watch the video, and it's about Sweet Anita for like a minute, and then it's about John Zerka next, and then it's about Tfue next. You know, it's just all over the place, right? So I think that that's really interesting the way that it does it, where it's like people will click on that video specifically for that one of those topics. He could title the video, Twitch streamers Tourette's, John Zerka does this, Tfue phase or whatever, you know? And even if you're only interested in one of those things, you'll still end up watching the entire video. You'll like go to it and you'll be like, hey, this is interesting. Like, oh, look at that. I just watched a 10-minute video, even though I only actually cared about 1 minute of it. That's really interesting the way that a lot of these channels work, just in that regard. But